We're good now. Thanks. All right, good morning, everyone. Taylor Johnson here with your first Warn 5 traffic. Just want to give you a quick update on a crash that we just noticed during our last cut in. Wanted to give you a direct look from the scene right here. Just want to show you. So this is on I-35 northbound, just past Front Street. We see that the lanes are starting to open up a little bit more, but it is starting to cause delays. What we are learning is that a box truck, you see that white box truck there, got into a crash with a vehicle, and that vehicle was turned backwards facing toward that box truck. As you can see, emergency vehicles are on the scene right behind it. There were a couple of lane closures as a result of that, but it seems like things are opening back up. At one point in time, we even seen drivers that had to go over on the shoulder in order to get around this. So I want to give you a look at the traffic maps right now just to see how big of a delay that this is causing right now. So you can see all the way back to 29, that red there from that crash near the interchange here. So let's give you a closer look at where this is happening. So this is the crash, again, I-35 southbound just past Front Street. And then you see that the backup is coming all the way from I-29 south as they're running into it and then trying to get past it into the downtown loop there. So this crash, we just caught wind of it a few minutes ago, like I said, just after we finished our last cut-in, and it's causing slowdowns all over as a result of this truck versus a car crash. This is on I-35, again, southbound, just past Front Street. But this camera that we are looking at the crash from is I-35 northbound past the Paseo. So again, you can see the slowdowns that it's causing as folks are trying to get around that crash that we're seeing here on our scout camera. Again, it was a box truck that crashed with a vehicle. And if you look a little closely, you see the vehicle right next to this barrier here. It's a black vehicle, and it is turned facing this box truck that was involved in that crash. You can see some crews are on scene working the crash, but it is causing delays southbound I-35 and northbound as well. If you look over to the other side of the interstate, you see some slowdowns happening right there as well too, as people are trying to navigate this split, whether they are headed on 35 or if they are headed north on I-70 this morning. So let's give you just a look at the maps once again so you can see the impacts that this is having on the morning drive today. Let's see if we can get this up here for you. All right, so we're starting to see these slowdowns, not just here, but all over the metro as well. If you're looking at I-70 westbound and our usual trouble spots that we see at the Jackson Curve, due to that construction that we've been noticing on a daily basis. We're also seeing some issues down on I-35, some slowdowns there, and 635 too over on the Kansas side. But let's continue to keep our attention on this crash here. I-35 southbound just past Front Street. You can see all the chain reaction that it is causing. Those coming south down 29 from North Kansas City trying to get into downtown are going to run into this and face those delays, as well as the northbound traffic trying to make its way up, which we saw on our camera. So if you're just joining us, we are keeping our eye on a crash that has happened not too long ago. This is I-35 southbound, just past Front Street. We are told that it was a box truck. So this white truck that you see here was involved in a crash with this black vehicle that you see right in front of it that is turned in an opposite direction. And just a little bit behind these police cars, you see one of the vehicles that helps to merge traffic over. So they're pushing traffic to the right because that far left lane is closed as they work this crash. Initially, there were two lanes that were closed, and then folks were having to drive on the shoulder in order to get around. So you're going to have to give yourself some extra time if you are headed this way, or if you know someone who is headed this way. You might want to give them a heads up that they could be running into this crash. And this is mostly for folks who are coming south from North Kansas City. So if they're taking 29 to get onto 35, they are going to run into this. And then also looking at our maps, you can see going into the downtown loop that it is causing some slowdowns too. So and coming out of downtown as well, due to this incident. So be sure again to give yourself some extra time to let those who might go this way, that they give themselves some extra time, because once again, all throughout the metro, we are seeing some significant slowdowns due to crashes in both directions, north and south. So we're seeing it on I-70, we're seeing it on 35, we're seeing it on 635, we're seeing it on I-435 as well. So as you make your way out this morning, again, just give yourself some extra time. In just a few minutes, we're going to be going on air with our cut-ins with more potential information. But from what we're told, there weren't any injuries sustained in this crash that we are looking at here on I-35 southbound. But once again, Mrs. Taylor Johnson here with a quick breaking traffic update. If you are headed out this morning, we are keeping an eye on this crash, I-35 southbound, just past Front Street, and it is impacting people who are coming from North Kansas City into downtown. So just want to make sure that you stay aware, make sure that you're able to prepare, and that most importantly, you have a safe commute.